Hello, knockouts. TonyaTko here, and damn it, some of you are gonna make me cry. Goodness, it's crazy. Let me try to roll down the windows. It's getting hot in here. Yeah, it's like all right. Just to let you guys know what's going on. Because I'm in the situation that I'm in, I've had to cut off all of my expenses, all of the expenses that I've had. So like the mailing list provider that I'm with, Infusionsoft, they're really expensive every month. But I was using them when I had TKO skin, and they really work to help automate a lot of the processes that you do while you're in business. And I've had to cut them off. Like I kept paying for them, even though I was out of business and I was traveling, because I just really liked the service. And but I just when my money got taken, I knew that I could not continue that expense. So I called them to cancel, and they worked with me. I let them know what was going on, and one of the guys from Infusionsoft, he actually donated to my campaign, and that just, I don't know, it's like, let me get on the road. I don't like staying inside people's neighborhoods too long. Sometimes as a black person, you draw attention to yourself just by being different. Okay, so he donated to my campaign. He sent me a message and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna send your GoFundMe around," and he said that he was going to tell some of his other coworkers and see if he could get me some more love. And he was like, just let me know, what more we can do for you here. And it's just, it's so touching, because it's like, I made the last video that I made was talking about how, about the people who were really saying all of these negative things, etc. And I realized that, and this is just so iconic for life, because it's like, in life, it truly is the little things. Like right now, there's a lot of like force, like these negative comments are coming strong and hard on my video. And it's like every once in a while, there'll be something that'll pop up. Like someone will tell me the effect I've had on their life, or what it is that I've done for them. And then something like this, I gotta get across this street. There's a lot of cars coming. One thing I don't like about Los Angeles is that the streets, oh gracious. Listen, you know what? Lord, have his mercy upon me. Lord, dear us. Sheesh. These streets out here are wide. And it's like, these streets out here are wide, and it's like the highways are wide. There's just so much more space out here than in New York. But nonetheless, and then also, please excuse the junkiness of the car. I got to get this together, because, I'm learning some things about myself. And I forgot that before I had that dramatic run across the highway, let me roll up my windows. It's so loud out here now. I feel like I'm screaming. Okay, so one of the things that I realize is that it's the little things. Like, people can be so forceful with their anger, their hatred, the stuff that they don't like. But it's like, you gotta, and like that energy has like a real low vibration, and it's like, it's so dense and it's so heavy, right? And it's like, but you gotta pay attention to, I feel like there's the sun. Listen, some of you talking about how I got a luxury mobile and all this other stuff. You know what? It's not, I don't know if it's considered a luxury mobile or not, but I know this engine be coming in handy when I gotta speed away from some of these crazy drivers out here and really get some pickup on the highway out here. So listen, yeah, it's like, you know, the energy of that is so heavy and so dense, like when these people are like, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. But it's like, we gotta look for the little things that rise above the, you know, the light energy. So it's so, sometimes it's hard to see it because the dense energy can be so heavy and so distracting. And, you know, it's like my whole video, like even my last video, my energy just dropped down so low. And my energy dropped down so low. And then that little thing happened, and it just reminded me of how, you know, you just got to really just keep pushing on. You just really got to keep pushing on. It's like people don't have to believe me, right, if they choose not to. But I know it's me who has to sleep in my car at night when it's cold out here in California, and when goodness knows what is going on the outside of that car cover. You know, it's me whose life is in danger. It's me who's out here in the precarious situation. It's me, it's my body, it's my life, it's my being. It's like people could say whatever they want to, but honey, listen, every human being's first instinct is to protect their life. And so I'm going to do what I need to do. I feel like this. I'm going to do what I need to do to protect my life. And if that means embarrassing myself by asking other people, you know what's really funny? Because I'm going to say this and I'm going to get out of the video. No, actually, I'm not going to get out of the video because I'm going to do some more talking. I'm trying to find a parking space because I'm here at the YouTube space. I'm going to go inside. I'm going to show you guys what it's like in there. But listen, so it's like, it's every human being's duty to do what it is that they need to do to protect their life. And for me, for a person like me, you know what? It was like, because I've been asking myself, why are these people coming out at me like this? You know, it's like, I don't put that energy, I don't put that vibration out there into the world, and to have this reflected back to me, you know, it only really, you know what, and the thing about it is that it's like, yeah, you know, it's like these people, it's like people really do mirror, because, you know, with me and my ego and how I like to have my own and do my own thing, right? It's so funny to have people coming back to me saying, oh, don't beg, don't ask for help, don't do this, don't do that, do it on your own, do this, do that, right? And it's funny to have people coming back to me and reflecting that back to me, because I feel that way about myself. I feel that way about myself. I don't feel I should ask. I don't feel that I should this, that, and the other. So it's like, I feel that way about my own self. So it's like, to hear people say that, it just only reaffirms what I have already said to myself. So it's like, when you meet people who come into your life and they're saying stuff about you and it may hurt you or feel any type of way to you, think to yourself, how much of what it is that they're saying have you already said to your own self? It's like, you know, it's like some of these people think that they can hurt me with their words. You know, I'm thinking about something, but I don't even, listen, I don't know if I should share this or not. But listen, we've been intimate and close all this time, so I'll share this, right? Oh, let me turn off my car since I'm parked. Okay, you know what? All of our lives have a story. All of us have gone through a journey. Let me roll down the windows a little bit. All of us have been through so much. I can't say that my particular journey has been easy. I can't say that it's been easy. I can't. You know, I think it's supposed to be easy, but it hasn't been easy for me, right? It hasn't been easy. And it's like, you know what? I've been robbed violently. I've been beat up. I've been attacked by a man, physically attacked by a man. I've been raped. I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot. And it's like when I sum up what it is that I've been through, and I think about what pain feels like in a life, what danger feels like in a life, what uncertainty feels like in a life. And I look at the people who were putting their negative comments online. And when I think about what it is that I've been through in terms of real danger, I've been stalked. In terms of real danger in a life, I know what it feels like to battle, physically battle. I know what it feels like to feel like you're fighting for your life. Because when I was assaulted in Japan by that guy from Nigeria, that was a battle for my life because I was not going down in that fight. You know, and I used every resource that I had on my person, in my ability, every bit of strength that I had to get out of that situation. And I prevailed. And so it's like, you know, people put up their little comments and they want to call me names and all this other stuff. It just, considering what the alternative is, the alternative of laying in my back seat with perhaps someone realizing that there's a woman in there and then they have a weapon or whatever and then trying to violently assault me, rape me, attack me, take the car from me with the stuff in it and leave me out there, beat me up, any number of things. You know, it's like we live in a world where people seem to, when they smell blood in the water, when they see that a person is vulnerable or slipping, as some people say it, it's like that's the time that they want to pounce and that they want to try to smash a person down or harm a person because they know. Like I saw a video footage where like these men beat up. I've seen actually a few. I saw these men, they beat up this old woman. I think it was caught like on an elevator camera. I saw a woman that was beat down by two black men in her apartment. She was like trying to get on the elevator. It was like she went into the door and like the guys came in through the door and then they were waiting for the elevator. And then when they got inside the elevator, they beat this woman down. And I seen the footage where the old woman was like, they were in the ATM and the woman was taking her money out, the old woman, and the guy came in and he was just like waiting there and he waited for the other guy to leave. And then like he started beating this grandma up. And it's like some people just, you know, it's like, and like I said yesterday, I do believe everyone is doing the very best that they can. But it's like some people's best, or what they consider to be their best off of the information that they've had, harms other people. And it's like it's a crazy world that we live in. And oh man. And so it's like, so I know that I need to be strong, and I know that, and you know what the crazy part about it is, like, it's easy. Hey, it's like a video game. It's like, it's easy to run and jump over the obstacles. It's easy when there's nothing flying at you. But it's like now at this time, keeping my spirits up, keeping my energy up, keeping my vibration up, keeping my life force up is difficult enough with all of the stuff that I have going on, being displaced and all of the uncertainty of everything going around. And not really knowing how I was going to get out of the situation, and then with all of the attacks being thrown at me, it's even more difficult keeping my spirits up with that. But the thing is, I know that I will be victorious. The sad part about it is this. I feel like I have my seatbelt on. The sad part about it is this, is that when we look at the face of the people who were throwing these attacks, and I see all these pictures of black men, it's like all these screenshots, what do you call those things? A screenshot, your picture, your little avatar. When you see all those, what is it? Picture? I can't think of the name of what it is. But when you see all of those of black men who were like, "You dumb bitch, you broke bitch, you begging bitch, you whore, sell your pussy, go on backstage, you worthless, trifling black bitch." And when I see these words being written out by men with black faces, it's really, it's stunning for me. It's stunning because it's like, it's difficult not to then equate that type of behavior with the image that I'm seeing. It's like we're hypnotized. It's like you look at these news reports and you see black men beating up people, or black girls engaging in these fist fights with one another, or black men beating up black girls, and you see the images in these mug shots, and it's all black faces. And then it's like, as a black woman, and as a black woman who grew up in an environment with very strong black men, there's a certain love that I have for black men because of what my example is and has been in my own real life. But when I look around, and I'm going to be honest with you all, and then I'm going to get out of this video, it's like when I don't even know if I should say this. I don't want to offend people, but I'm just keeping it real. When I'm driving, trying to find some place to park at night, right? Like let's say, for example, right? I went to go park at this big manufacturer. They have a parking deck, so I went to go park there. And I went there after the store had closed, and so everyone was gone. All the cars should have been out of the lot, and so there was one more car that was coming down from the parking deck as I was going up, and it was like two old white men inside of the car. And so I continued to go up to the parking deck to sleep for the night because I didn't feel threatened by them coming down. Now, had it been two younger black men inside the car, I guess depending on how it is that they were dressed, or what type of demeanor they had on their rostro, I may have been worried. Will they come? Will they see me going up there, and will they come back? What is it that they may want, and stuff like that. And the thing is that I know that is not truth. Unfortunately, it just so happens that a lot of the people in our society who are struggling, suffering, and having to participate in these petty crimes to make it through happen to be black. And so it's like, and even for myself, sometimes I'm concerned, like when I'm in a residential neighborhood, because I prefer to stay in residential neighborhoods. I like to be close to people's houses, so that if anything happens, I just press my horn, and then people in their homes can be alerted to something not right or the matter. And so, but I know me as a black woman, just having a black face, a black body, sitting in my car outside of people's homes in an upper scale, like I'd like to go to upper scale residential neighborhoods, because I consider those places to be safer. And but I, as a black person, I stand out in these neighborhoods. So it's like, so I put my car cover on immediately, because I don't want people to see me as a black person sitting. Because like I was in the valley, and I was inside my car out in the valley, and there was like some little sports car parked behind me, And because I had been in the car for a certain amount of time, and because somebody saw that there was a black person there in the car, this person actually came out to their car to sit in their car until I left, I guess because they didn't know what I would do to their car or whatever. But it's like there's so much that comes attached with being black. And even for me as a black person, you know, I'm struggling with this right now because maybe I'm a fool. Maybe I'm a fool. Maybe I'm a fool. I still see black men as protectors. You know, but when you look at the numbers, when you look at what's really what's happening, one black woman killed every 19 hours in the United States by a man she was in a relationship with or married to. And then you look online and you see all of these nasty comments. One guy talking about shooting me, a lot of them talking about sexually assaulting me with these black faces. And it's like, I'm confused because on the one hand, I see black men as protectors, but then in application, it's like, oh, so in my family, I see black men as protectors. And the black men that I've dated, you know, I mean, there have been some good ones. There have been some that could have improved, you know, but when I look at where the assaulting words are coming from and where the trying to beat you down, and when I look at who has actually helped me without expecting anything in return, you know, because it's like, okay, so somebody may quote unquote help you, but then be expecting something from you. That's not really help. You're not doing business. I mean, you're not doing kindness, you're doing business because you expect for your kindness to be transactional. And so it's like, you know what, I'll leave you guys on that thought, and then I'll get out of here. I'm gonna clean up this stuff. You know what, I don't like this clutter. It's like, even though it's like, I don't know. Oops. To clutter, it's like, you know what, it's like I've learned some things about myself in terms of how I feel about neatness and cleanliness, and it's like I'm gonna have to do my hair because I'm starting to, like, I don't know if it's because I'm a woman, but I need to look good. I need to feel pretty. And it's like in situations like this, it's hard to feel clean and it's hard to feel pretty, you know. We're going to get there. And it's like, you know what, I'm going to say this and then I'm going to get out of here. It's like the GoFundMe is almost fully funded, but then what after that? It's like I really need to find a home like now. I'm about to go inside YouTube space and just be on the computer and on my phone all day making phone calls, just trying to find some place right now, because it's like it's and you know what, the thing is, I've been looking because I never thought I was going to be in this situation forever. So I've been looking, but I just haven't found anything that is a good fit. It's like most of the stuff that's quote unquote affordable are in neighborhoods that are undesirable. And you know what? We need to talk one day about the inherent racism in place in America, because black people are human beings, but why is it that there's so many black people in such destitute situations? You know, and so we need to, I want to talk about that too, but I want to get out of here because the video is starting to get long and I want to run in here and do the things that I need to do. So listen, I love you guys very much. You want a hug? Yeah, I could use a hug. So hug me. I love you. I love you all very, very much. Go out there and love one another, but most importantly, what? That's right, love yourself in all facets, and start loving yourself by saying good and kind things to yourself, and realize when people do say unkind things to you, figure out within you what about what they're saying is something that you may have already said to yourself, and then correct that in you, because these people sometimes they mirror back to us things that we've already attacked ourselves about or talked down to ourselves about. So listen, on that note, I'm out of here. TonyaTko. Peace. Hello? Okay. Testing. Okay, so listen. Right now I'm at the YouTube space in Los Angeles, and I'm going to show you how it is that I'm able to eat every day and eat well too at that. Okay, so I'm not sure what you can see because the phone is turned away from me, so I'm going to try to, okay, here we go. I don't want to get anyone on camera. They have these really cute YouTube like space age chairs here. And they have like this refrigerator, and so in the refrigerator I have some quinoa, some vegetable stuff that I made, and some pasta. So I made like 3 gallons worth of food, and I even have some vitamins in here, some liquid vitamins that need to stay cold so that I could be able to stay healthy